Look, I get it. There's something terrifying about sitting there with a camera pointing at you whilst you get ready to create a YouTube video for the world to see. Whilst I've reached an age where I can accept my dulcet tones, my big nose and my increasingly large forehead, it's still tough. I know many of you can and don't want to push past this, or any of the other concerns that you have about showing your face on YouTube, such as your age, confidence, religion, employment responsibilities, or just the fact that you don't have a camera or a place that you can film. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of YouTube videos that don't show your face. They give everyone the opportunity to become a content creator and enjoy the rewards and spoils that YouTube can bring. This is why in this video, I want to show you one of the best techniques for creating YouTube videos that don't show your face. It's how I created my biggest video yet, and there are some great channels out there that are absolutely killing it with this strategy. So if this is your first time here, I'm John Davis. I help content creators maximize their impact by leveraging proven strategies and tech. But this video is about you, not me, so let's jump into it. So if I said the name Paddy Galloway, would you know who I meant? What if I said that he's got one of the best subscriber to video ratios that I've ever seen on YouTube? I mean, seriously. Paddy has got 220,000 subscribers and only 23 videos. Yes, 20 freaking 3. And honestly, before I explain why Paddy is a genius, I would suggest that you make a mental note to go and check out his channel and subscribe after this one. I'll put the link in the description. But not yet, stay there. So one day I stumbled across one of Paddy's videos and I was hooked. The research, storytelling and his delivery is as good as you get. But I also love the presentation. You see, Paddy uses a whiteboard animation technique to illustrate his videos. It's the perfect way to add visual impact, present data and keep viewers hooked, which is key to YouTube growth. The best part is that he's using an application to create his videos, one that me and you can use too. So whilst Paddy has got undeniable talent as a YouTube creator, he's using a very simple technique. And he isn't the only one doing this either. This channel is, and this channel is too. All of these channels are very successful in their own right, and no doubt, just like Paddy, many of these people aren't getting up at the crack of dawn to go and work a 9-to-5 job. Many of them will be making a living through YouTube. Oh, and none of them are showing their face either. Now we're going to look at how you can create an animation YouTube channel too. Okay, so here's the brutal part. You're going to need to complete 7 years at the Royal School of Art and Animation before embarking on your venture. Or failing that, you could just sign up for some software and figure it all out. That's what I did, and in a moment I'll give you a few pointers to get you started. I'll also tell you how you can learn from Paddy himself too. So the software these creators are using is a thing called VideoScribe. It's an excellent application that's simple to use, fast to learn. It specialises in whiteboard explainer videos where you create hand-drawn animations to illustrate your story. It's available on Windows and Mac, and whilst it may seem really daunting at first, it is really easy to pick up and learn. Now, I won't dive into a review, but if you want more details, I do have a video that you can watch later. I'm going to leave the link in the description and I'll put it on the end of this one. So the YouTube gods have decided that today you will start a YouTube animation channel. But before we get too carried away, you need to think about what subject you're going to cover. In other words, what will your videos actually be about? Now, a lot of the whiteboard animation channels that are out there are based on education, and this is for several reasons. Firstly, a lot of people who work in education are exposed to these kind of apps as part of their job, so they become more familiar with the style. Secondly, they're called whiteboard explainer videos. They do exactly what they say on the tin. They're using visual storytelling to explain and educate people. Luckily, that's a huge reason why YouTube even exists. 86% of US viewers use YouTube to learn something. How do you like that, stats fans? So think about a niche that you could help people in, that you could educate people in. It doesn't have to be confined to academic subjects. Look at Paddy. He specialises in YouTube growth and strategy. So I'm going to keep this fairly simple because I want you to feel inspired by what others are out there achieving. The more detail that I add, the more your imposter syndrome's likely to kick in and fear will hold you back, and I don't want that. So here's what I want you to do. Think of 2 or 3 main topics in your niche. So if your niche is learning a foreign language, let's say French, then think of some subcategories such as vacation phrases, learning techniques, resources, pass your exams, that kind of thing, and then do the following. I want you to brainstorm these topics and write a list of every question that you can think of, anything and everything that someone might search for. Now we need to validate them. So to do that, we're going to install TubeBuddy Chrome extension or vidIQ. They're both similar and they're great free tools for getting stats on YouTube, such as the search volume and how likely you are to rank for that search phrase. Now we're going to play the alphabet game. by typing in some of the keywords and phrases that you brainstormed, then type in the letter A and see how YouTube tries to auto-complete your search. That's because others have searched for these terms before, so you know that there is some demand. Press enter and see what TubeBuddy says. You want to find examples with a high score and write them down. Now, do exactly the same by changing your search terms and going through the alphabet. So A, then B, then C, and so on. Repeat this until you've got a huge list of videos that you can use to create your content. Now you're going to write your scripts for your video. As your face isn't going to be on camera, you'll be able to read it straight off the page if you like, so it's really easy. But go away, do your research, look at other videos, blog posts, whatever it takes to get that content together, and that's your script. Next, we're going to record your videos. So first get that audio done, that's the priority. You can record directly into VideoScribe, but what I prefer to do is use a video editor such as Filmora, record my audio and then export it. It's less pressure to get it right in one take, and I can delete sections out of it and edit it if I need to. You can do this on a video editor, or you can use it on a recorder app on your phone if you prefer. Next, we go to VideoScribe or whatever whiteboard animation software we wish to use. We import our audio and then we build the visuals. Now here's a slight reality check. This is a very effective and proven style for a YouTube channel, but it's not easy. So don't expect to be knocking out Oscar-winning videos in 10 minutes flat. It takes time and you will get quicker with your processes. VideoScribe's got tons of images already available, and yes, they do try and upsell you additional images on a premium account, but it's just as easy to import images from elsewhere if you prefer. The key is to now match up your audio and your visuals so that the viewer completely understands what you're trying to illustrate and teach them. There needs to be a nice flow and coherence to your message. But again, the key is to just get started. Refine your message as you go. You'll get better in time. Someone once told me to create the first 100 YouTube videos as though you're just creating them for yourself, as everyone else will think that they're awful. And I think that's a fair assessment. Take messy action and just get started. If you want to know more about how to use VideoScribe, then there's some excellent training courses on Skillshare, including one that Paddy created too. So I'll leave a link in the description, and I've also got some YouTube tutorials of my own, which are on screen now and ready to watch. See you next time.